Without much ado, Your Excellency, I now invite a reading of the joint statement by the leader of the APC and lead negotiator, and the Chief Minister and lead negotiator of Government of Sierra Leone for a reading of the joint statement. Dr. David Moyena Senge and Dr. Samuel Kamara.
Thank you. Formal submission of the Cross-Party Committee on Electoral Systems and Management Review, Tripartite, final report. State House, Freetown, Monday, 1st July, year 2024. Joint statement. The government of Sierra Leone and the All People's Congress Party, at the end of a mediated dialogue in October 2023, signed the agreement for national unity with the objective of fostering peace, unity, and national cohesion, focusing on electoral justice, accountability, and transparency, especially after the 2023 general elections in the country. In Resolution 3, it was resolved by the parties to the agreement that a cross-party committee on the review of electoral management systems and bodies be established. The committee was constituted by His Excellency the President and inaugurated in a public ceremony at State House. The ceremony was attended by government officials, leaders of the APC, the SLPP, other political parties, public institutions, including the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, members of the Fourth Estate, civil society organizations, and our development partners. The committee worked for 6 months, albeit with challenges of negotiating over often contentious issues. A report, as at the end of the review exercise, will soon be submitted by the Tripartite Committee to His Excellency the President, consistent with the committee's terms of reference. The review of the electoral systems and management bodies is deemed critical for the strengthening of the country's democracy. The joint efforts by the government of Sierra Leone and the All People's Congress Party is an incredible opportunity to provide Sierra Leone with the right types fit for purpose institutions with attendant progressive legislations, systems, and processes. The path to reaching the much needed consensus has been unwritten.
Alone man and woman as a for well now we are. I say salon man and woman as a me do. Yes, in do we sweet salon for well now we are. Where we get we gold, where we get we diamond, where we get we iron or white for well we where we get we root type, where we get we bauxite. Fish in our water plenty, why for well we I say salon man.
And management bodies is deemed critical for the strengthening of the country's democracy. The joint efforts by the government of Sierra Leone and the All People's Congress Party is an incredible opportunity to provide Sierra Leone with the right types, fit-for-purpose institutions with attendant progressive legislations, systems, and processes. The path to reaching the much-needed consensus has been unwritten.
As parties to the report, we must strive to do everything possible within the law and our conscience to ensure that the implementation is timely and impactful. This will ensure that as a country, we're assessed as being committed to legal and institutional reforms that will not only improve but also bring our electoral systems up to date and meeting international and global standards. The journey had been bumpy and at times almost leading to a breakup.
The table for the signing. Another round of applause. At this stage, I would also graciously like to invite His Excellency the President to proceed to the front for a presentation of the official report. Thank you very much. Please press silence for a response by His Excellency the President.
The former flag bearer of the All People's Congress Party, Dr. Sumora, the chairman and members of the APC party, the chairman and members of the Sierra Leone People's Party, ministers, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, co-chairs and members of the Cross-Party Committee for Electoral Assistance and Management Bodies Review, commonly called the Tripartite Committee, traditional leaders, members of the Fourth Estate, ministers, members of Parliament, good afternoon. As we all know, today marks a significant milestone in our journey towards strengthening democracy and ensuring credible, transparent, and inclusive electoral processes in Sierra Leone. It is also significant because it represents the first time that we have taken such a comprehensive look at the electoral systems, structures, and processes. The cross-party committee's mandate was to identify the challenges, lay a pathway towards addressing some of the age-long gaps in our electoral systems, and provide a platform for free, fair, transparent, and credible elections in future. This report's findings are of immense importance and have the potential to impact our future elections significantly. No such analysis has been undertaken to evaluate the electoral architecture in Sierra Leone within the context of its functional capacity to deliver credible elections that can foster faster and smooth political transitions, reduce cost of elections, guarantee our democratic stability, and deepen inclusive development. This occasion is truly historic as it marks the first time the government and the country's leading opposition party have joined forces to undertake such an exercise. This unprecedented collaboration is a powerful demonstration of our shared commitment to the electoral process and will be remembered in the annals of our democracy. I'm filled with confidence that the outcome of this exercise, which also incorporates feedback from various stakeholders across the country, truly reflects the collective aspirations for the future of our electoral process. As I receive this report, I acknowledge the extensive consultations, research, and deliberations that have shaped its content. This report embodies the voices of a diverse cross-section of our society, including political parties, civil society organizations, the media, and ordinary citizens. It reflects our collective commitment to building an electoral system that is resilient, fair, and capable of delivering free and fair elections. My government understands the need to work with the opposition and all relevant stakeholders to address the challenges to our democracy, build on the gains we have made as a nation since the war ended in 2002, and secure the country's democratic future. This approach can only strengthen our governance architecture. I therefore want to commend both government and the APC representatives on the Tripartite Committee for their dedication to such an important national service. To all of you, I say a big thank you. The formation of this committee was driven by a shared recognition that our electoral system, while having made substantial progress over the years, still faced challenges that required comprehensive evaluation and reform. Your collective effort and dedication have been instrumental in this process. Ladies and gentlemen, it is understandable that this exercise has been eventful. As is natural in any collaborative effort, tensions and friendly exchanges have occurred. And members of the committee have strengthened bonds of friendship that we hope will go beyond the committee's life. The process has been one that has seen members wanting to be referred to as the committee instead of the government of Sierra Leone and the APC representatives. Thank you very much. One that has seen the committee members rally around the use of their own vocabulary. Only those who were involved can understand this. Yanda yanda. Not even our development partners understand that, but they will decode that later. Most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, the exercise has seen people from different sides of the political aisle learn how to manage their disagreements, to find common ground on issues that are important to the country. This is a true example of cross-party engagement to drive a national agenda. We must also deploy this level of tolerance and maturity in working collectively for the advancement of our country. The elections are over, let me say again, and we have moved to the critical stage of governance and nation building, which requires our collective push as a nation. Each of us as citizens has a crucial role in our journey to becoming a middle-income country by 2038. As we conclude this national assignment, be assured that this undertaking remains part of my government's effort to enhance the management and, in particular, effectiveness of stable institutions, including elections management bodies. We are grateful to the international experts who contributed their time and expertise to support the committee's work. I wish to acknowledge the important role that our moral guarantors have played in this process. we are deeply grateful that you will continue to accompany this process complex processes. With this, the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion has demonstrated that it is possible. We understand that the credibility of our electoral process is paramount to the legitimacy of our democratic institutions. It's the bedrock upon which public trust is built and maintained. Therefore, we must make every effort to ensure that our elections are conducted with the highest standards of integrity, transparency, and accountability. As your Commander-in-Chief, I will provide the leadership needed to move this work forward. But remember, this is not the last time that we will disagree on issues. But your work offers an example of how to manage those disagreements and find common ground. Democracy, after all, lies not in the conduct of elections, but also in the continuous engagement of citizens in the democratic process. We must promote civic education and encourage active participation from all segments of society, especially the youth and women, who are the strong pillars for our future nation. Our pledge to always work for our country's unity, peace, freedom, and prosperity is possible. I implore us all to continue to work together for the betterment of our people and country. Long live the Republic of Sierra Leone. Long live the people of Sierra Leone. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Your Excellency, for those words of assurance to implement the recommendations of the report, and also the words of appreciation to the members of the committee. Like he stated, we thank them for their priceless service to this nation.
It's on that glorious note, Your Excellency, may I ask us to rise for the national anthem and the departure of His Excellency the President.
Fambolem, of course, the broadcast live from State House. We all know His Excellency just received the reports from the Tripartite committee, where, of course, we get representation. Well, we get, of course, one of the member in the Tripartite committee when Dr. Gaima. Doctor, welcome you to Assembly.
Thank you very much. All right, today, of course, 1st of July 2024, after we not work for a complete 6 months, we not don't decide today for do this wonderful ceremony. Well, people are actually out there want to know, yes, His Excellency don't receive this report. What are some of the thing them, some of the key thing them we when I go through into this tripartite arrangement?
Well, like we probably know, now been two parties, the government of Sierra Leone and the All People's Congress. We shape ourselves into three committees called divide and work into three phases. We get the one that will talk about the laws about elections. We get the one that will talk about the institution that really work on elections, and they get to talk about actual election management processes. So we like we probably know, now been two parties, the government of Sierra Leone and the All People's Congress. We shape ourselves into three committees called divide and work into three phases. We get the one that will talk about the laws about elections. We get the one that will talk about the institution that really work on elections, and they get to talk about actual election management processes. So we discussed that over a long period of time, 6 months, and we end up coming up with over 80 recommendations for which we don't put how for strengthening the electoral system, from how they go appoint the new commissioners going forward, to how for change the Public Elections Act, how for review the Political Party Registration Act, how government will make finances, what thing will happen to Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora, how long it will take for the public servants to resign for contest election, for getting space for attend the process. We also look at the possibility of independent candidates that they run for elections. We also look at how political parties for fund themselves, diverse issues we get at the reports.
All right, when I look at all that, how would be agree, for come up to this point at which get this big volume of the reports?
Well, like we listen to the speeches them, for prepare the report or prepare what we call a mega matrix. When a big plan, we identify 86 issues. On 81 of the issues them, we will readily generally agree. We get 5 issues them, we will not be generally agree on them. But we find middle ground. How we find the middle ground? We say let the APC write what they believe say that the answer to them 5 issues them. Let the government self write what they believe say that the answer to those 5 issues them. So the compromise is we add them at the back of the report so that the citizens of this country will get the opportunity for reading.
All right. So, but for now, the general public not going to know some of the things they want to agree on inside this report.
Yeah. Well, instead of we agree on, like what I say, how for elect the new electoral commission, national election commission going forward. How we will charge fees for people who want contest election. Some of the issues that we don't send them back. We say let government consult more. For example, whether one use PR system or post system going forward, let the government consult. We also want to let the government consult. For example, if not PR system, what will be the threshold for make room for smaller political parties there for Kaisai. We also believe say the political parties them plenty, but so don't function very well. What the government will do so that all political parties them function very, very well. We also go to transition law. The time between the day that they pronounce the election result for the president and the swearing of the president, we believe say 2 shots. So we believe say they forgive small time for people that will go to court and decide the election outcome before they swear in the president. And we also decide say not to all man want to join political party, but to go and go in the political process as a president. We believe say they forget the opportunity, so we don't make suggestions say let people then get the opportunity for run as independent candidates. We also don't believe say for some position then you get for make sure say you get representation across the whole country, not on only one region, for inclusivity and participation. And we believe say women them, young people them, and people with disability forget special opportunity in the elections.
So in a nutshell, this report will come out, so definitely everybody will accept that.
Everybody's supposed to accept them because I want to say that most this report here get everything for all man get take. They can say the only sticking issues them probably not the way where the APC see the outcome of the results and the way the government see the outcome. Other than that, every other thing for swallowing development and go on before, ultimately, and the president like they say we will implement it. But all the family don't say not to government, not to president no more. Government get 3 arms. You get the executive or the president you get for engage with parliament, you get for engage with the judiciary. Because some of the things them, you get for do the court system. So then they get for do the laws. So that 3 get for join for implement the recommendations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Damos.
Thank you. All right. Well, Formula Dr. Gaima, of course, one of the member of the Tripartite Committee. Well, are they also The name, sir?
Reverend Johnson.
Reverend Johnson, Chairman, sir.
Peace Commission.
Peace Commission. Well, Reverend, now the report everybody been await for, don't come out. And in fact, His Excellency praised the Commission of the great job we wanna do, for make sure say at least, peace and tranquility day. But what now you take,
Well, we're glad as a team, but Peace Commission on behalf of the staff and the able staff that we get, we Dr. Oman there, me want to say the executive secretary and me board, the able board, we really want to say we're glad. We're glad extremely, and we thank God that finally, the committee people reached to this point, and we're extremely glad, and I'm happy time for we just want to celebrate at least this moment we don't reach. We're really glad.
But then when the time for habitate, by talking to people that this tripartite not mean say lava for day, because remember we don't get some threats, some other things them, but then we are able for convince people to say peace them for day, So how far will they continue for talk to the people of this country so that we'll get the kind of peace we
Well, I think on behalf of the Peace Commission, the board, the staff, the team, we just want to say definitely we go disagree for agree. That day very sure. We all know even though we're home they will get disagreement. So it must happen at the level there. But the thing here is that the country for come first. We will make sure we remember the country. We say don't come alone, no go back. So we all now the families and the communities, they all try to push peace, they all talk peace, they all disagree, agree and laugh. And each the one who gets and each time we laugh and just try that Salone come first. Now I'm very important for
now lastly, the report don't come out. Salone and outside the day, then they expect a lot of things. And a lot of things in the inside that report there. What you want for left today?
I want to say everybody go read the report. Of course, how man go get away and go interpret the report. But one more at the big every sailing on behalf of the Peace Commission, with the big old man, allow may the peace process go on. We get 18 them who will all be agreeing on that unity agreement. This is just one. Let we make sure that the orders are put into practice. So at the end of the day, now Salone go win. Now we all go win.
Thank you, Reverend.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate you. All right, well, Formula, of course, my colleague Emmanuel Samoa, of course, is fortunately for witness this. Emmanuel, of course, we don't see what happening. What night take?
Well, me take at first when the program starts, what you see, when the kind side, you see first that calm and tense mood. But when the kind side, you see the conversation, everybody become relaxed. And when the process starts, you see faces serious. But as time goes, the place gets loose. And at a point where you look at the first gentleman, President Bio, even when he talk, it make fun. Fly past and I say, Samuel, not to send a fly day. So everybody done for losing the environment. And when you look at in speech, when you listen in speech, where you make, that it make a commitment. It say the particular tripartite committee, this particular thing they do, now a milestone in the achievement of democratic processes and procedures in Salone. And he make a commitment, say, as the commander-in-chief of Sierra Leone, he go ensure, say, they implement the recommendations in that report and they make them inclusive. They make the process inclusive. So we look at all things and also the camaraderie. Let's say how people they talk to themselves within the womb. You see that kind relationship between the politicians. So if the politicians they show that kind of relationship, I don't see why the ordinary Sierra Leone are not for show that kind of relationship and talk to them, brothers them and sisters them because of politics. Because even the politicians here, when you look at the leader of the SLPP, the leader of the APC, in fact, now one side they then put them. The chairman of APC, the chairman of SLPP, now one side they then the secretary general now one side. Now one side they also when you watch it, nobody know the way looking comping by the eye. They all me they talk, then they play and laugh. So now that kind of atmosphere they mean dinner. At first it was some kind of calm and tense. But as time progress, everybody relax. Then you see the camera, the people they talk to themselves. So I believe say now the same thing. That information people they go out to say, oh something get for happen. Now the two don't can do so. Simple one do and I go, they can go so. Nothing not happen. Then say so and Dan, what you want tell viewers out there, let people not say we talk to the government, I will not talk to APC. We make attempt for talk to APC, but then tell we say then go grant we interview in another time. So of course, yes, Dr. Samuel Kamara don't promise SLBC say we go get an interview with him on the same topic where he go able for talk to salon people them. So fumble now this now we won't take and this are the left foot now.
Okay, thank you very much, Emmanuel. I get Dr. Senge with me.
How are you, sir?
Doctor, how are you?
Excellent, thank you.
How you feel today? Because you don't lay on this for quite a long time. You represent, of course, His Excellency or even the government on this tripartite issue. Because I remember a lot of talk, come up for this tripartite. But then, tell me your take.
I'm glad. As the way you see the energy, I'm glad. I think the importance of no say we too do not be easy. Boku hala been there, boku palava been there, boku disagreements, as we say. Not all things we disagree upon, but if I mean people they know say we can disagree, but we are in peace. That's one. The second thing, we have about 80 recommendations, 80, 85. Most of the recommendations they get for transform this country. Some they require constitution change, some they require institution them for reform, some they require law change, and then reform then they go make where election happen in the future. Boku palava no go there. Palava go always there, but the system for justice go there, and they go minimize them palava then there. And that is a good thing for we all. And we not to also when they say election, they can't people then begin wondering and worry. So that is a good thing. And I want to tell thank you to the committee and to all man we did for the work we then do and for all man.
All right. Now, people definitely in the future going to know exactly within they all into that big volume there. I not say when I divide them, not so segments. The first segment, what did they talk about?
So you get three major components: electoral bodies, management and system, election processes, and other. The major part of the first part of the report, they talk about the issues, findings, and recommendation. Joint recommendation, and we get about 80 joint recommendation. We'll agree on. We get about 5. We will not agree on. So they deal with the first 80. We'll agree on one recommendation, and then 5 days we will not agree on. So government puts their own finding, APC with their own finding, government doing a recommendation, APC doing a recommendation. Even on that day, some recommendation they are not the same. One or two they will recommendation, then they differ. And then all that the main content now about 72 pages. The other 400 and something pages now the annex them. So you get all the information then we will use and we add as annex. For me, they so read that and go get access to it.
But we'll not be able to get common ground.
I think that the one takeaway than the majority in a common ground. The side that we disagree on, I say 5. We agree on 80. Same. We disagree on 5. But even inside that 5 day, we still get common. I think 2 or 3 days we not still same recommendation. So we get plenty of things for be glad for as a country.
With all the euphoria, I want people to get about how them they think about the tripartite report, everything. I mean, you want to tell them what you expect.
I think you get people that really misinformed, and I make what the part in the talk. It talk about the part talk about public education, civic education. Then one then we pull them audio, then video, then London, then they America, then they Turkey, then they not here, then they. But we then make we people in Kamalu, Koindu, and Soliman, then they suffer. And so if I for make we know say that euphoria day and the facts very different, and we glad that the reports don't come out today so people then go see for themselves.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the good job.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Famulem, now so we go round up, and today of course this big talk about the tripartite report don't come out now today, 1st of July. So then good day and everybody in mind that the tripartite report will come out 1st of July 2024. And it be happening where they are now over to His Excellency the President. People that will get for know exactly, because as you know, they want to change the electoral system whereby we'll get an election where we will get then kind of Godoya, so we don't get, you know, in this 2023 election we just passed. So for now, Fambulem, I'm for Teuna Tenki, and I'm for Leona Nosi, broadcast live from the State House. And I want to tell my colleague them, the man on camera, Sheku G. Kamar, and of course my technical man, Abubakar Sisse. Are there also with Abubakar Dumbuya, sorry. Then of course I get Emmanuel Samura, and then on behalf of the management and staff of SABC, Mina Dan Mosire. They wish you now a pleasant good evening, and with the hand over back to New Englandville for continue the day's broadcast. Until then, good afternoon and bye-bye.
Alone man, and woman, and Sammy. Let's do is fit alone for well.